Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be painting this painting from a Bob Ross tutorial. Today I'm going to be painting a Bob Ross tutorial with only the equipment that I have in my apartment. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I bought these canvases actually last week, I want to say, before all of the shops closed. So today I'm going to try and see if I can do a Bob Ross tutorial, and I'm going to start with painting the canvas white, which unfortunately is one color that I don't have a lot of, which is going to be a problem, I think. But I know he always starts with it already like primed, so I'm going to do that and then start the video and try and stop it as little as possible, and yeah, see what happens after 30 minutes basically.
Unlike Bob, I didn't have any liquid white available, so I started by mixing my white fabric paint, yes, all I had was fabric paint, with some water, and then using my sponge brush to pretty much coat the entire canvas. Now this wasn't ideal, but I figured it would at least give me a good base to start blending from.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 29th Joy of Painting series. If this is your first time with us, allow me to extend a personal invitation to your future brushes and paints from paint along with us each show.
With all the introductions out of the way, it was finally time to get to painting. I still wasn't fully satisfied with the white background, but I figured I needed to get started, so I pulled out my first brush and color paint.
In the sky here. Maybe we'll have a little pink in the sky. I sort of like that. And in our work, we can do anything that we want to do here. Any old thing.
And this is the moment I realized something was not quite right. Bob's painting was blending together beautifully up on the screen in front of me, but my painting seemed to start off as a bit of a streaky mess. It wasn't until he casually mentioned he was using oil paints when he was washing his brushes that I realized acrylics were probably not the best choice for this project.
It'll help create that illusion of mist right down the bottom. And sometimes it's a lot of fun to put several layers. It helps create depth in your painting. And for that, we'll add
Nonetheless, I had started this painting, so at this point I was going to finish it. The next step was to draw in the fog, which seemed to go a bit better than the sky itself, and the painting actually looked like it was starting to come together. Next were the trees in the background, and this really added some dimension to the painting, and I really liked the way it looked after this step. At this point in the process, I wasn't paying much attention anymore to the brushes Bob was suggesting, and I was just going with whatever brush seemed to make the details look like his painting on the screen. I'd also had to pause the video quite a few times by now because I swear Bob was painting at the speed of light. He painted so fast I could not keep up no matter how hard I tried, so every once in a while I'd pause the video and try and catch up before moving on. When we finished adding in all of the reflections from the trees in the distance, it was the first time I thought to myself, you know what, I kind of like this painting. It was starting to come together and I really liked the way it was looking. Following Bob's instructions, I added a few little white details to the base of the trees, and my favorite part, got to use my painting knife to add in the water line just below.
Sometimes I started painting and had nothing in mind but the time of day and the time of year. And from that, you can paint some fantastic little scenes.
It was then that the first set of evergreen trees came to life in my painting. Now, I hadn't looked at the final product of this painting before I started, so I didn't realize that there would be many more evergreen trees in my future, but I really liked the way these little guys looked, and the painting really started to have some realistic dimension.
He's a nice tree. There he is. I got the brush going. Or maybe do something
Bob seemed to be painting like the wind yet again, and a large tree appeared on his canvas in a matter of seconds. I couldn't paint quite as fast, but mine came in shortly after I paused the video, and then I added in the little details he was talking about. These ones didn't come out quite as good as my next trees, but for the first tree that I put in, I think it looked pretty good. And 2 more evergreen trees came to life in front of my eyes, covering up some of my favorite parts of the painting, but that's besides the point. Got to use my painting knife again, which was exciting, and then added in the green details to these trees as well. The little trees and shrubs and rocks at the ground level came relatively easy compared to the large trees we just finished painting, and again brought another layer of depth to the painting. Just the finishing touches were left to go as this painting sped towards the finish line. We made sure to add in Bob's little path so he wouldn't get attacked by mosquitoes walking through the bushes, and then I added in the details of the little trees and twigs that were just out on the side to kind of make the painting look more complete.
Ta-da! I let the painting dry overnight, and this is the finished product. I'm actually really proud of it. I think it came out really good considering I had never done one of these tutorials before, and I was just like going with it and seeing what happened, and I'm really happy with it. I actually keep looking at it because I really like it, especially how these trees came out and like the background with the sun set and these like rocks in the bottom here. I really like. The only part I don't like is this. I don't know, I just like, other than that, I really like it, but that's the only thing I don't like. This was a fun little activity, and I actually might do another one before this ends. So if I do, I'll show it to you guys. Probably not in a full video, but I'll show it to you. But yeah, I totally recommend Bob Ross tutorials. It's super easy. If you have a bunch of colors and a canvas, you can pretty much do it. I think I proved that you can do it with acrylic paints as well as oil paints. So whatever you got, go for it. I also didn't have the right brushes, so I was using like a sponge, which I think worked out okay. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely be sure to give it a like below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!